Alright, let's leave. Wolf, leave me alone! Foul demon! Nasty surprise.
Come, do your worst.
Oh, we finally fight the little rabbits.
Okay, what's the plan?
Is that teeth? I thought that was their tongue sticking out for a minute.
Oh, did you underestimate us?
Hey, we still get things. I like that we still get things even when we get surprised by a mean monster. Talking monster? Talking monster, eh? Whatever next? Yes, and one who is fond of humans no less. Well, certain humans at least. So he's looking for his friend, huh? Yes, I wonder what sort of person he might be. Not your average bloke, that's for sure. There's not many make friends with a monster. The chef probably wanted to eat Truff, because he is like a really fat pig. And get some like ham. Yeah, considering all the trouble Truff's going to define him, he must be something pretty special. Well, I hope he finds him. You think he'll be okay out there on his own? If he's as determined as he seems, I'm sure he'll be just fine. Let us pray that you are right. Aye, he might meet with a few twists and turns along the way, but that is what a good journey's all about, eh? Meanwhile, it'll be telling the tale of the mournful monster on the hunt for his long-lost friend at every tavern in the land. Huh, guess you're right. Traveling is all about the little surprises. Bet we won't be bumping into another talking monster anytime soon. Ho ho! Whoo! Never say never! Having a laugh. So is that what Truff is? Is one of those pigs? It's nighttime. Oh my god, the monsters are... Are they angrier at night? Because that wolf got real excited.
Look lively, lads and lassies!
The enemy's feeling brave. Did they get the drop on me there?
What's the plan?
Oh man, get it!
So... I still don't really get what activated that, but I'm gonna do it.
It's my time to shine.
My time.
All right, you're done.
Yeah.
Very well.
I don't know. Maybe next time I'll see if I can just hold on to it. Because it would be, you know, pretty good for a boss fight. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, wolf. Everyone leave me alone. Can't believe this guy isn't scared of these monsters. Okay, so the open world isn't as open as like one map. Consecutive battles. Sometimes enter a battle when other monsters nearby will cause them to join in on the action, leading to not just one, but a string of encounters. This ups the challenge significantly, but it's worth it for the bonus Jiao points, and that bonus gets even better the more bouts you fight in a row. Consecutive battle is a great way to rack up job points. That was kind of in the original. I think it was just you choose, though. I don't think it had anything to do with how many enemies were nearby. It's just like you finish a fight and you're like, yeah, do you want to keep going? Again, could be misremembering it. I like misremembering things. I think I accidentally went backwards. Wasn't really paying attention to my direction, I guess. Oh, yeah, I didn't see which way I was pointing. I thought I wanted to head back the other way. So is this a dungeon, actually? Maybe it's not the open world problem. We might be in a dungeon itself. It's more dungeon-like. Didn't get my attack off there. We still have the advantage.
I'm up, huh?
Might not be a good idea to just attack everything willy-nilly. Ooh, we got fire. Didn't notice that.
To arms.
I'd imagine too, because they're flying enemies, it might just be an instance of
That was a piece of cake.
having to use bows and magic to do more damage. That's why you gotta make sure you do it the right way when you fight. Little scary eyeball. Wonder if this is flying as well.
The wide open, get stuck in.
I'm feeling pretty brave. Scary eyeball.
Allow me.
Yeah, they're all just vulnerable to...
Guess it's my turn. I'm going all in.
Did you underestimate us?
I think we're doing good. We got magnifying glass. I don't know... I think items still use your brave. So... I don't think there's any reason for us to really use that unless if we just don't have freelance skills. Oh,
Okay,
that's a scary
what's the
man.
plan?
I didn't want to attack you. I meant to aim. I think when we do the previous action thing, we aren't allowed to choose our target.
Let me see. Let us
See, we're good.
continue on our way.
I was a little scared of the demon octopus, but we're good. Don't think we're going the way we were supposed to go, but we might have accidentally. I'm gonna head back. Okay, you're a bit of a flyer. I want to see, I didn't change the option, but it might be good too. There was the blur. No, I need to apply changes. Looks a little bit better. What are you, buddy? It seemed a bit aggressive. Kind of seems like it might still be a bit aggressive. You are aqua element, probably weak to lightning.
Let me see.
Alright, let's at least aim a bit more.
All right then.
Kill you, and then we're gonna just blast with lightning, and hopefully that's actually the correct weakness. Ah! We're not doing so hot right there, huh? I mean, the only thing would be if it's supposed to be ice-based, but I think this would seem better. See, I know my elemental weaknesses. I play Pokemon. Maybe a bit of a shame that I didn't quite kill everything.
To arms.
So that's the problem with not being able to kill everything, is we get a bit blasted. It's fine though. I thought you were like a special enemy just because you were glowy, the cubes. But they're pretty normal. Nasty surprise.
All right then.
I'm blasting. It's worth it. I'm blasting.
Oh man, get it.
It's definitely not worth it. All out attack. I'm blasting. No, we'll do normal attacks. We'll get there. Look at that damage. We're getting there.
We're done already. Another step in the right direction.
See, it worked out. I was kind of hoping that Sloan would maybe heal instead of attacking at the end there. But we got Kukrai. Ooh. Pretty cool. We'll give that to you, maybe. You want the buckle instead. What if I give this to you though? Wanted you to be a dual blade person. You look like a bit of a weirdo, but I'm forcing you to use that dagger. It's a new dagger. You're gonna use it and you're gonna like it. Okay, let's see how easily we can escape. I think out of anything, if I run into a problem of being underleveled, I can just grind on my own. Alright, this is newish. Ooh, that's a big lad. That's a bonus lad, too. Oh, I don't need to actually walk into you. I might, actually. I don't know. I don't know how it, like, determines whether or not you can teleport. Also, I think in... I keep saying it, but in other Bravely Default games, I think there were a couple of options for where you could teleport. Like, if it was a big dungeon, like, you'd have, like, a halfway point and then the continuing to the next zone point. What happened to the big lad? There was a big lad. Oh, there he is. That was weird. It's like the teleport kind of screwed it up. I'm going to try to play this a little safe.
We have the upper hand.
Because big lad seems a bit dangerous.
Here goes.
Easy does
To
it.
push too far is home ahead.
Get some defaults.
Come and get it.
Big lad might be a bit dangerous. I'm going to default again.
Endure.
Right. Let's see.
And then I'm going to have
Let's buckle down.
Elvis default, and we are max, so we can get up to 3. We can only get up to 4 attacks at once. So I'm gonna blitz the asp, I think.
Very well.
We'll blitz the asp just because I want to kind of get rid of enemies.
Spirits heal.
Kind of plan on let's examine you. Kind of plan on using Elvis to do big. Okay,
This favor will
bit aggressive there.
You better be ready for this.
Weaknesses: electricity and axe and water. So I'm gonna electrify twice, and then we're gonna water a bunch.
Eat saucity. And all face it does saucity. Come and get it.
Because we have Sloan with us, we should be fine. What yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay.
Adelle's doing great. Adelle only survived because of that skill. I don't even know if it's really worth treating.
Arms.
To push too
Just
far
go with
is
like
home
default attacks.
Huh?
And when I say default attacks, I don't mean like the Bravely default. I mean just
Failure heat.
basic.
Come and get it.
Alright, what did you do, mister? I didn't like what you just said to me. I'm gonna blast you.
Going all
We do get to keep our special.
All right then.
Gonna blast you.
Our journey has only just begun.
Again, Sloan is the only reason we're not dead right now. This is like very much the best time to get those freelance skills going. I can actually save again because we fought Big Scary Man. Like realistically, it would be very much in our best interest to probably get like the guard knight and the white mage in here. White mage for obvious reasons, guard man also for obvious reasons. All of them for obvious reasons, really. I'm gonna blast. I should not have divided those attacks up, that's for sure. Just want to get like one enemy dead so we can avoid issues. That wasn't really worth it either. We're fine. It's all good. We don't really know anything they're weak to, so I'm just gonna go with Fyra. So it's kind of, didn't exactly like explicitly say it, but also when you default, it is just defending. So you do take less damage. Just wanted to avoid the ball. Hopefully have big guy turn around so we can sneak attack. Really not getting close enough, am I? Feeling pretty brave. So what I think I would like to do is default. I think I'm just gonna special you. I feel like it might be a good idea just to use it now.
I'll give it all I got.
Especially if I can build it up real quick with my like quick brave attacks. You I am gonna blast so I can kill these rocks.
What's next, I wonder?
And do we know, I don't really know what magic they're afraid of, so I think... I'll blast it. I think we also take more damage if we are in the negative on BP. I could be wrong about that. That's a little bit of something to worry about. But, you know, blasting's fun. And it actually worked out pretty well. We're still at like a decent level. And we got booster buns. I don't know how I really want to use those items. Probably should just like spread them out. Stone knives obtained. And then there's one more chest. Leave me alone, you foul beast. I thought this was a different enemy because I didn't realize it had the tentacle legs. Oh, it's only one. But we're definitely blasting you, fella.
Guess it's my turn.
He hates it.
Everyone okay?
Here I am acting like I'm all cool, and then just like Sloan comes in and is like, yeah, I'll deal with it. You guys can just hang out. I did not think that cube would see me.
To arms.
This might be a bit of a danger spot. Probably should spread out my attacks so that when I use... Ooh, Elvis is actually running real low on MP.
What's the gap?
Bit worried about the MP situation. We really only have the one. I didn't realize I could do that while I was also aiming. I didn't actually. Oh, I'm still gonna go nuts. Whatever. Whatever. We'll go nuts still. And we just have to do regular attacks and... We did it. We've won. We're dying.
No big deal.
No big deal.
It's nothing to push too far is folly.
I'm definitely gonna stop using this strategy when Sloan's out of the party.
To push too far is folly.
I'm also kind of upset that Sloan doesn't have his own health bar, which means that he really is just technically there for a bit of bonus.
Going all in.
Yeah, I made a big mistake. The real problem there was that I ran out of MP, or else we would have been fine with Elvis. I think if I use Meld from Freelancers, that'll allow me to... Oh, there's a new portal. Meld, I think, also heals MP.
Milady, I wonder if I might request that we make a minor detour.
This'll get you killed, Sloan. Don't do it.
Oh, I see. It's near here, is it? Very well then. Of course.
We're all the way out in the mountains. What's here to see?
This path leads to the final resting place of my beloved wife. I had hoped as we were passing that I might pay her a brief visit.
There's gonna be a monster there.
You don't mind, do you?
Probably Horton's gonna
Of course
show
not.
up.
In fact, I'm sure we'd all like to come with you. If that's okay, I mean.
I would be honored.
It kind of seems like these portals might just... Oh, it looks like it always just leads to the front. That's kind of okay. Put you through so much since we left Musa, Sir Sloan. Nonsense, milady. 'Tis my duty to serve thee in whatever capacity I may. Though I will not deny that it has been more than a little eventful at times. Strange as it may seem, however, 'twas but a trifling matter that caused my heart to race the fastest. The affair of the lodging house guest book. Oh, yes, I still feel awful about that. I wrote my real name down without thinking. And then you rather compounded the issue, if you'll forgive my saying so. We had agreed that we would pretend to be grandfather and granddaughter, and yet you could not stop yourself from addressing me as milady. Alas, I fear that deception is not a strength of mine. I must once more beg thy forgiveness for this buffoonish oversight. Hee hee. Please, Sir Sloan, there's no need to apologize. The look on your face was priceless. I shall remember it till the day I die. I doubt I would have such fond memories if you had not been with me. You are too kind, and perhaps the passing of time hath rendered it an experience more mirthful than mortifying. I must confess also to have felt a certain satisfaction in being addressed as grandfather. Hee hee, I can always call you it again if you like. But please, milady, there will be no need of that. So this will always just teleport you to the beginning. I guess you can't use the teleport stations to go to the middle. We definitely want to save and maybe tent. I think I'm gonna tent because I don't want Sloan to be in like a dilemma. Yeah, I feel like if I don't, Sloan's gonna be constantly healing, and I would much rather have him do big I don't know why I thought like, oh, this is the save point. I'll go save. But I would rather have him do big damage than have to try to keep me alive, which... Honestly, considering where we are... Oh, the tent does not even heal you as much as I thought it would. That's what a cottage is for. Considering that a boss might be what we're going to be facing, we might be in a bit of a dilemma as far as... I don't think that's the way to the grave. As far as maybe we should have had the other jobs ready to go. But it's a little too late for that.
Forgive me, beloved. I have been unable to visit as often as I would have wished, and I fear I shall not be visiting again soon. Thank you, all of you.
Wow, what a view.
She asked that she be buried here. She was so very weak toward the end, barely able to walk, let alone ascend these hillsides. Her last wish was that she at least be permitted her final rest.
What
in
is this
such a
place, though?
Though I was a poor husband while she had lived, ere absent on some quest or other, I was able to give her this, at least. But enough of my self-indulgence. We must away to Savalon without delay.
What does the map look? I'm still kind of trying to... I guess just think of how things might be story-wise, but it's not clear, is it? I'm just wondering where this hole is. It kind of looks like a hole. Might not be, but... Everything's suspicious, I say. Also, I'm surprised that we didn't have a big fight there. I think up here seems like progress. I want to find that last treasure chest. There's a hole here. Yeah, maybe we can, like, walk around that. Maybe we'll get some kind of thing where we can make roads.
Savalon lieth a little further up ahead.
I don't suppose you would all be so good as to spare me a moment of your time.
Prime Minister?
Gasp.
What are you doing all the way out
I
here?
wonder where his asterisk is.
I have come for the wind crystal, Your Highness. Now, would you be so good as to give it to me?
No.
Surely not.
I'm afraid so. I intend to give the crystal to Holograd, and in return, I shall be granted control of this entire kingdom.
Holograd? But of course those wretched warmongers had a hand in this. And the two mercenaries, they assailed us at thy bidding?
You could put it like that, yes. Naturally, I didn't expect them to be quite so useless. I suppose the old adage still stands. If one wants something done properly, one must do it oneself. It's rather inconvenient, but never mind.
An asterisk? Prime Minister, you too possess one.
Magical transformation.
Soon
Ooh.
all Halcyonia will answer to me and me alone. The
Got-
wind crystal
gotta say, I don't know what
will
that's supposed to be.
mine, no matter
Is that like a
what
monk class kind of thing? I don't think anyone could have possibly guessed that he would have had that, right? Like, that's what his
Let's have it.
look would be.
You won't regret making an enemy of me.
Okay.
Something.
I mean, I didn't even really start anything, but I guess I can be dead. Be very wary of enemies who are able to counterattack. They might strike back when you yourself attack or even when you use items. Whatever the trigger is, they'll get a free hit when you perform that action. If you're up against a powerful foe, you can be pretty sure they'll have some kind of counter in their arsenal. Might not always trigger, but once they've shown their hand, be sure to take adequate precautions. What was the counter there? First off, let's slow down. Did we even learn anything about you? You just, like, immediately went for it.
Here goes.
Easy does it.
Here,
My time has not yet come.
Oh, what's next? I wonder.
It's all default.
Let me see.
Good thing we have lunar power.
Better cover
I'm gonna examine with Adelle.
to push too far
I shall
is
endeavor
folly.
to return the favor.
All right then. Yeah!
Looking good. I don't even know what you were weak
Right.
to.
Let's see.
Is that like Earth? Alright, sword and arrows though. So we'll default again. The problem is there's really no reason to build up at the moment, I think. Lucky Chant might be good. I'm a little scared just because of the whole counter thing. I feel like while he's defaulting might be a dangerous situation. Yeah, I'm gonna just do a quick attack and see what happens. I miss. Okay, you can calm down.
We've got this, right?
I love the "we've got this" right every time.
Spirits heal us.
I am
Thank
in
God
your
Sloan
debt.
has so many Phoenix Downs. So I don't have the magic he's weak to. And see if we can poison.
Chewing this.
Didn't really seem like it worked. Okay, Gloria just isn't having a good day.
Okay.
We'll just try attacking. Counter physical attack. Ugh. Counter physical attack. Surprisingly missed.
My time has not yet come.
So I would say maybe just magic is not counterable.
Reiki. Here goes nothing.
I'm gonna go for fires.
Away and fire your heat. Come and get her. Eat sorcery.
It seems like just magic is our best option. I'm gonna see if Gloria can survive long enough. If obviously bow is a strength that she has.
You asked for it.
Maybe see if she
Let me see.
seems like when he's defaulting it might be a good idea to not bother with attacks. I don't know. He can still counterattack that, still counts as a physical.
Spirits heal us.
This favor will not be forgotten.
Like outside of maybe something having a skill that would help.
Right then.
Maybe I should have looked at how the knight worked.
Alakazam!
I didn't even give like Gloria a alternative,
Too far is holy.
so she only has the physical attacks. We'll use some treating on. I'm surprised that Elvis is like the only one that didn't
Perhaps
get
this
damaged.
might help.
No, now Elvis is dead.
Let me at him.
Yeah, let me at him. Don't know if special is good here. I guess Elvis still gets the stat boost.
Dig deep, guys.
Here.
Guys, dig deep.
Oh, that's the stuff. I'm back to business.
You're all right. Right?
Yeah, you're all right. We're having a rough time.
Burn! Smolder! Almighty flame!
Fire!
Alakazam!
I like all of the different things she said.
Spirits heal us.
I am in your debt.
Lucky Charm? For like bonus damage? I don't know. Probably should really go all out. I'm going all out with you just to get the magic going. With the boost that we have. It's the most damage I can possibly do to him.
Come and get her. Almighty flame.
Is this the extent of your capability?
Alright, so it was supposed to be kind of just a difficult one, right?
I am a merciful man. I will spare you if you give me the crystal. You escape with your lives, and I get my heart's desire. Control of the entire kingdom.
Kind of made the music awkward. No, he's just still going.
Go.
He's defaulting now.
Okay. To push too far
A
is
welcome intervention. Let me see.
okay then.
Hey, he got a good attack off. And that can't get countered because Sloan doesn't actually have HP. Okay.
You're going to regret hurting my friends.
We've got to do something.
Sloane's the real hero.
We stand firm.
I'm gonna be real scared when I actually have to do things when Sloane's gone. Honestly, it seems like the best course of action is to blast away with
I'm going all in.
What about items? We had items. I usually don't use them, but... Do you think we can curse them? I kind of doubt it, but let's give it a shot. Throw some
Here, try
knives. Go to sleep. He's asleep. That still counts as physical. I really thought thrown items would be, like, different.
Something must be
That's a
done.
shame. Alright.
Yeah.
Might be a mistake, because I'm going to get countered a lot, but... Never mind, it was totally a mistake. We're all dying. Oh no. Oh no. Lucky. I'm dead. Lucky.
Spirits heal us.
Oh god.
Has not yet come.
So what I've learned here
You will regret your impertinence.
is I definitely shouldn't,
Perhaps this might help.
Much better.
definitely shouldn't keep freelance on.
Let's see now.
I live to fight another day.
Push too far is folly.
Oh, that's the stuff. We're back in business.
Please, you must get up.
Let's keep treating ourselves. I don't know how much it's gonna really matter.
And I'm back.
So like this is kind of one of those situations where it's like you could grind levels to get through this, but obviously I just need to have a better strategy. And I just came in here with the worst possible one.
Perhaps this might help.
Sorry to be a pain.
Only living based on some like bonus special 50% chance kind of thing.
Here I go.
We'll save Gloria. Probably should have
I
saved
shall endeavour
Seth.
to return the
Okay, then.
favor.
This'll do it.
See how much Elvis can get done. Been getting real lucky with stand your ground.
This should do it.
Spirits heal us.
Feeling good. You rang?
I'm going all out. I think I ran actually out of magic. How does that work? Because it looked like I was able to use it. I feel like it might tell me that like I failed or something. Can't really go all out, can I? We'll just do a normal one. Going all out.
You're going to regret hurting my friends.
Don't hurt my friends. I'm gonna treat you to get your magic up.
Cheers. I owe you one. Hey, you okay?
Yeah, I know Gloria's dead, but we'll
You
treat.
saved my bacon there. Here.
Stop defaulting.
This favor will not be forgotten.
Big magic.
Perhaps this might help.
Thanks for bailing me
I'm
out.
up, huh?
Save the only guy who can do anything.
You
Big
saved
magic.
my bacon there.
Good miss. Time for big magic.
Get ready for this. Burn! Smolder!
He hates it. He can't counter big magic.
Flare! Burn! Smolder! Almighty flare!
How can I really be staring defeat in the face?
Dude, I'm barely
No,
surviving.
I cannot lose. That is not how this is supposed to end. I will defeat you, and Halcyonia will be mine. All mine. This is no time to be contemplating defeat. Not least because it will never happen.
Here I go.
I'm always scared when he does that because I think he's gonna like start going into a super move.
Close one, eh?
Spirits heal
A
us.
welcome intervention. Very well.
Great. Well, a good thing is I'm gonna also heal Elvis now.
Here I go. Hey, try this.
I should really be using Adelle's battle points to get that going.
Here, try this. Cheers. I owe you one.
Hey, Sloan got a good hit in. Oh, cool.
You will regret your impertinence.
Elvis is dead. What are you looking like right now? The only thing is that if I get lucky with hits, I'm gonna attack once and
We got this, right?
hope I get lucky. Getting a bit lucky now. Oh, never mind. Luck's gone. Adelle is dead.
For this.
We're good. Nope, he's... Oh, okay, we might actually be dead now because he really went all out. Barely making it.
Time for a spot
Something must be done.
What are... Okay, if we... Lucky
Perhaps
you...
this might help.
Talking.
Oh, Elvis still doesn't have his BP. I thought he... I thought when he was revived, I forgot he didn't even get his BP. Never mind. We're still in danger. We're super
You
dead.
will regret your impertinence.
I made a terrible mistake.
This should do it.
Spirits heal us.
Oh, that's the stuff. I'm back in
You're going
business.
to regret hurting my friends.
Regret hurting my friends. No attacks. Gotta keep us alive.
See now.
Thank you. Please.
I guess
you
Seth
must
just
get
won't
up.
live.
Perhaps this might help.
Sorry to be a pain.
To push too far.
Hey, Seth's alright.
I'm not done yet.
Everyone's fine. One more and Elvis is good.
Hey, try this. I live to fight another day. Thank you.
Oh, this is a problem, but everyone's was up. As long as Elvis is alive, we should be fine.
This'll do it.
Elvis is not alive.
I am in your debt.
I just need Elvis to live.
Better cover up.
Default? Default?
To push too far is fully right. Time for a spot of revenge.
Something must be done.
Treat?
This should do it.
I needed that.
Elvis is dead?
You okay?
Elvis is never gonna be able to do anything?
Here, try this.
Elvis, please? I beg of you?
Sorry to trouble you.
Perhaps this might help.
Thanks for bailing me out. Right, let's sort this mess out.
Okay, well, let's hope this works.
Eat sorcery.
It's fine if Adelle doesn't get the experience because Adelle is the highest level person we have, I think. Also because he's defaulting, this is not working. Oh no.
Away and bile your heat. To push too far is fully
It's okay, that was all
I owe you
intentional so that Adelle can live. Alright,
okay.
going all out with this.
How do you like this?
Yeah, okay, the 7 damage is really helping.
You're not gonna like this.
You're not gonna like this 7 damage. Should have expected that. Alright, people are gonna die. Elvis is dead. Seth is
You
dead.
will regret your impertinence.
Can you just stop?
This should do it.
Much better. Got this, right?
We should be fine now. I think because he's not defaulting, we can get that damage going. A 14.
Alakazam!
We're doing it? God, not being a black mage is really a
Get out of our
bad idea. We're not doing it?
Spirits heal us.
Elvis is okay?
That's the stuff. I'm back in
Inner alchemy? Oh my god!
Something must be done.
I made a terrible mistake.
Thanks.
Allow me.
I made an awful mistake. I'm gonna go with the treating thing again. Although I probably should have braved a little bit more.
Sorry to trouble you.
Everyone is weak because I was kind of trying to get to the end point there.
Yes, more.
Alright, you need to be treated. And you need to be treated.
This should do it.
Hopefully this will be kind of okay.
This might help.
Ah, back
This
in the
should do
game.
it.
Thanks for your help.
Not enough MP, we did it, we won! Oh, he was trying to heal again. Yo, Inner Alchemy seems kind of sick if it heals and also deals with... I was really hoping you wouldn't kill Gloria.
My time has not yet come. Perhaps this might help.
Much better.
Guess it's my turn.
How much health do you have, man? Alright, this could kill me, but we might be able to win with... Nope. Never mind. I thought we would do big damage. I was wrong. We're in a terrible spot. Elvis can live now.
And I'm back.
Never mind.
You must get
No one's happy. We don't have enough MP to treat. Now how much... That's too much for an attack, isn't it? Default will definitely help at 1.
Alakazam.
I'm helping. Can Elvis attack, please?
Time for a spot of end.
Try inner
I
focus.
must not abandon the fight.
We are in a bit of a better spot now.
Another day.
That was a mess.
Like the long game.
You better be ready for this.
That was a messy fight.
Sorcery.
Can you imagine if I failed, though? Moral of the story is, have a better party layout, like that camp man said.
Now this is interesting.
But
I wonder what's next for me.
everyone got experience, so it was all worth it. People pleasers, let's go. I think it's time to get rid of some freelancers, maybe.